This is a coming-of-age story about a neighborhood who redefined themselves from council houses to publishing houses. This is the Authors of the Estate story.
Life in the London borough of Brent.
St. Raf's is a labyrinth. It's a maze. You can easily get lost in there. It's only until you're trying to leave you realize that you could be in there for hours and you don't know how to leave the place. I've always walked around St. Raf's. There's a river there. People don't believe me that it exists until I tell them. Anything that was written about St. Raf's was tainted with hate. People would often have this montage of all these gruesome, violent scenes that people have told them about. That wasn't my story. I was always creating, always writing, doing my own comic books. I found that every time I was writing a book, I was opening doors for myself. So for the people on St. Raf's, I wanted to pose the estate as a place where you could create, rather than a dead end. That's when I first thought of Authors of the Estate. And suddenly the whole place started to look like a canvas. I had this image in my head of man them huddling around like how they normally do, but they're talking about business models, writing books and political ideas and things that can actually empower them to make some serious moves in the world. A creative community for the man them. So I thought, what if we wrote our own book? We print it, publish it, and give it to all 1,000 homes in St. Raf's. Jade, I knew was good with words. Nathaniel was a writer. Raised, Caden Bell, and Preds. They're both some of the sickest rappers in our state, if not Northwest. And then March the 5th, 2015, tons of boxes of Authors of the Estate was ready to be put through all 1,000 homes in the estate. When I was getting these books out of Adidas rucksack, every time I put it through a door, it just felt powerful. We became the Authors of the Estate. To see people like us launch literature is borderline science fiction. You go to bed knowing every house above you, every house beside you has your book in there. What's the price of that? That's a limitless feeling I was feeling.
They will love to see me stressing out. Bank balance another edge and now. Them will love to see me less and now. Knife falling on my chest and now. Them will love to see me dead and now.
Come 2015, I'm listening to a couple of music videos, and then I see one thumbnail. It said Authors of the Estate. To me, that's an oxymoron, bro. Authors and estate don't come together. Authors are upper class elite, not us. Click it out of curiosity. There was one line that sticks with me even now.
What we need is less consumption and more creativity. Where man them, they're not rated on how much they have, but how much have you made?
I measured myself as a person against what I consumed. I'd never really produced anything. I read those pages in the way that I speak. And the title in itself made me understand you could be from where we are from and you can be an author. I was expecting Northwest to hail it. And then there was just silence. A couple years past now, I meet a phenomenal woman called Naomi Wharton. I'm talking about authors. She just turns to me and she said, "Oh yeah, Andre."
I'm gonna be real, I didn't want to do another authors. By then I was done with the project time ago and I didn't have an affinity for Chalk Hill like that.
I didn't really have a plan in my head. Our 2 blocks weren't really on the best of terms.
One of the first questions that he asked, why did it stop?
I just felt like there wasn't enough noise that made people realize you can change your narrative.
Nabil means noble. That's what his name means. And that really is a perfect depiction of who he is.
I was like, right, this guy's pretty chill. Like, he can't be from Rafts.
The thing that truly convinced me was this statement that he made. He said that
we should hail up our writers the same way we hail up our rappers. I want to do what you did, but this time on my block.
That's when I started to think about,
how do you turn a council house into a publishing house?
That's cold, bro. Brent, Northwest London is going to be a madness this summer and we need you to be a part of it. We was coming up with beer ideas. The bill brought on KOD. We're about to change the game.
I rocked with it. I was like, yo, yeah, what, change narrative, bomb. We printed out posters. The posters had a QR code which led to the video.
Chalk Hill, please apply to this.
Stuck it around all of the hot spots in the end.
I thought this was a brilliant plan. Take it.
No one responded.
No one cared about that, man. We had to really go down to the heart of it. So Nabil was stopping people on the street.
What are you doing on Saturday?
He's passionate for the people around him, and it's a contagious passion.
Just come to this place. Just doing some stories.
One of the things that Nabil was saying was like, aren't you kind of sick and tired of people telling their stories for you? That's when people started to respond.
Granny came on a boat. Granny came on her own. Granny came out to England because she thought the pavements were gold. Granny said she was cold. Granny never seen snow. No dogs, no Irish, no. You already know. Did factory work, put buttons on clothes. She was young, she was bold. Sacrificed so we could have a life. Help the family evolve.
As a counsellor, I was chair of youth and community service, which got thrashed. I loved the tenacity and the determination. If I see that in young people, I want to help.
And apart from, going to play football and that, I wasn't really integrated within Chalk Hill. Like, I'm an individual who likes to, socialise and, get to know the people around me, especially in my own area.
For me, there was a perception that you kind of really need to be somebody to write a book. And I just thought, what was I waiting for?
Chalk Hill's not a place that people project art into it in that way. So I just thought there was just so much potential. I just really wanted to get involved.
Bro, no one showed up. Except Daniel.
And if it wasn't for him, we would have called it a day. All the older people recognized each other, the younger people didn't. They grew up with thriving community and people meeting up. This new generation can't get anyone into a room. The elders of the estate just started to talk about what the community used to be like.
We moved to Wembley when I was 10. It was a time of change, so we had a Jamaican family next door to me and then the next door up. My dad was from Ghana, so that was new, hearing the music through the walls. I found it all really exciting.
house parties, oh my goodness. When that van pulled up outside and you saw the man then taking out the sound boxes, you knew the party was going to get started.
And then more people started contributing. We wanted to make bookmaking and publishing as accessible as possible.
Gathering evidence and one day listen.
From there, I kind of understood this is the book. This is the book happening in real time.
Housing boom. So basically, end of World War II.
And then I just took my phone out and I just hit record.
Andre had told me he'd written 4 books on his BlackBerry. I was like, bruv, people write books on typewriters, not BlackBerries. And then you were like to me, there is no right way, bro.
We sent out these WhatsApp briefs. We said, choose out of the 3 words, change, community, or ownership. Then they'll respond with their chapter through WhatsApp.
I started to write it and it just flowed. It took me on a really serious journey though.
We said, don't worry about like spelling errors or grammatical errors.
So I was told writing was not my skill. I didn't realise at the time, but my dyslexia was obviously impacting the way I was constructing sentences or the way I was writing at work.
You can speak in slang if you feel more comfortable.
There's 32 pages. I spoke and someone typed it for me.
Make it hard work, make it honest.
I'm a private person. I was overthinking. Nabil made me feel comfortable. He made me feel like what you're bringing to the public is powerful.
Putting those stories together and seeing the publishing house come to life, I felt like we had something special. It really was a story about a community getting to know each other.
Summer of 2019, there was a string of shootings that happened within the space of a week, within places that we knew as home. Immediately, when something like that happens, it thickens the air. It brings about not just should we be doing this book, but should we even leave our house?
The darkest thing and the thing that I never wanted to happen during that time was another journalist to say, this is what these lot do in Northwest London. And again, painting a picture for young people as to like, this is your destiny, this is who you are.
I just remember feeling if there was any time to do it, it was now.
For us as storytellers to say nothing during that time, we couldn't. The fact that people wanted to respond with light just gave us the energy that we needed in order to just fully go with this and not stop.
The writer for 6 Days of Justice gave me their number. I lost the number. At the time, I thought everything that happened to me had happened because I was bad. I didn't tell anyone I lost the number because I thought they would tell me, why did you do that? I've had writer's block since I was 14. I'm 63 now.
Change is tower blocks falling and people leaving, never to return. Change is new theatres and new museums, but who are they to serve? Change is old communities exiting and new communities entering. Change is the optimism that meaningful change is on the horizon. And despite all this change, you're still standing, just here, being you. Don't ever change.
Those high sky concrete blocks were covered in the first piece of art I'd ever seen. Spray painted murals that told the stories and the ideas of the young people and the street culture that surrounded me. Everything around me was grey, from the concrete to the carpets to the skies, but the graffiti had brought colour to the estate. It brought beauty.
Mashed peas, flip bricks, round the block, standard. I always wondered where our sense of ownership for the ends stemmed from. Why are we so inclined to put everything on the line for the bits? Even now, if pushed past my limit, I can't say I won't risk it all.
Born and bred in Chalk Hill, my earliest memory is the continuous journeys up and down Blackbird Hill. Those days were hella simple. Every time I came back, I'd notice changes, almost like a flipbook animation. I saw the Wembley skyline change, the market would disappear, the football field I used to play on turned into a construction set. My old friends were moving out, the place I'd once called home was becoming unrecognizable.
At the time of writing this, I could hear kids running about frantically outside my window. It's summertime, so these sounds of rapture will resound for at least 6 weeks. Like London weather, the sun shines bright when I hear such joy from these young voices. But rain crashes down suddenly when I fear what they might become. The end is almost expected. But I stand mystified, because the children I hear outside my window are full to the brim with wonder and endless imaginations. Their dreams will astound you, their potential is unlimited, and if never capped, they will embark on journeys we can never hope to imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got the pictures on!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Give me a keep. Mad.
I had thought I was there to help him, but he brought something out of me that I'd been trying to do all my life. It was like a gift.
Feeling so disempowered about writing, no one can take that away from me because it physically exists. It's like there's an actual book in my hand.
And I was like, wow, these are my words. A beautiful feeling.
I was so proud of what we achieved. I felt at peace with myself that I was able to get that out.
We had filled up this gallery in tracksuits with people from Church Road, Stonebridge, Chalk Hill, South Kilburn, even East London.
It takes courage to make yourself vulnerable. But if we can't make ourselves vulnerable and say it how it is for us as individuals, then yeah, change can't happen.
First of all, this is very, very, very mad. I didn't expect it.
I think it's only when the launch happened when we realised us being on the block is actually something worth writing about. Do you know what I mean? It's actually something worth publishing.
There were glimpses where I could breathe and take in everything. We're a creative powerhouse now. It's just an energy. It's an energy that creativity is valued here.
Look around. You may have to squint to see the publishing house within what we're doing. But not for long.
Even when you think of galleries don't look like this. Look around, galleries don't look like this. Where's the bill?
Life in the London borough of Brent.
This is Author-ise.
Look, what's the meaning of life? Get rich or die trying, or live medium die. Naturally, gradually, atrophy. Actually, back where we live, had to dream. Getting out of there, gotta do a Mazzolene. My even Afro Bohemian Rhapsody. Everybody wanna check you and grab your queen. Get your chessboard casually done. Dirty and splash with bleach. Get lead in your head, escaping unleaded gargantuan feet. Northwest is gasoline for a Patek Philippe. Man will jump on you like a trampoline, gotta bounce. Man are starving and have to eat. Got food in your yard and slip it, might be bon appetit. Any day of the week of the year could turn into Halloween. That's brothers at your door wearing masks and a bag of sweets. And man, I got rockets in their pocket.